What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. We got some major stuff here going on here that you guys need to know about here, and let's jump right in. Also, thanks so much for liking and sharing these videos here with your friends and family. Let's jump right in. Here we go. Okay, first up, Attorney General Merrick Garland has appointed a special counsel to former President Donald Trump's case. Take a listen.
We begin today with a big development in the investigations into former President Donald Trump. Attorney General Merrick Garland announcing he is appointing a special counsel to oversee the criminal investigation of Trump's role in the January 6th insurrection and attempts to overturn the 2020 election, as well as the probe of the classified documents seized from his Mar-a-Lago estate. Here's Garland explaining this extraordinary move.
Based on recent developments, including the former president's announcement that he is a candidate for president in the next election, and the sitting president's stated intention to be a candidate as well, I have concluded that it is in the public interest to appoint a special counsel.
The Attorney General is naming former acting U.S. Attorney Jack Smith as special counsel. Smith is a career prosecutor who currently serves as the chief prosecutor for the Special Court of The Hague, where he investigated war crimes. Garland says Smith's appointment will not slow down the pace of the investigations, which CNN has learned have actually ramped up here in recent weeks, with prosecutors in both cases sending out multiple new subpoenas to witnesses. Donald Trump is also dismissing the appointment of the special counsel just moments ago, calling the move unfair and political.
In fact, here's what former President Donald Trump had to say later on, at the end of last night. Take a listen.
It's a tremendous honor to be with you. Before we begin, I want to address the appalling announcement today by the egregiously corrupt Biden administration and their weaponized Department of Justice. Would you like me to talk about that? Larry, would you like me to talk about that? This horrendous abuse of power is the latest in a long series of witch hunts. It started a long time ago. I thought the investigation with the document hoax was dying or dead or over, and the investigation into January 6th, in my very peaceful and patriotic speech, remember? Peaceful and patriotically, was dead, especially after the record-setting 40-point loss of Liz Cheney in the great state of Wyoming. I thought it was dead. I thought that put the final nail in the coffin, only to find out that the corrupt and highly political Justice Department just appointed a super radical left special counsel, better referred to as a special prosecutor, to start the process all over again. We thought it was just about dead. As you know, just about the top person, one of the top people in the Justice Department, Lisa Monaco, a major Trump hater, beyond belief, is in charge of the case, and she's totally controlled by Andrew Weissman. You ever hear the name Andrew Weissman? I think you did. In this room, you did. Bad person, bad guy, but he's an even bigger Trump hater. Sounds like a fair deal so far. Do you agree? Who works tirelessly as he did on the Mueller scam, which ended up, as you know, no collusion, to do bad things to the greatest movement. They want to do bad things to the greatest movement in the history of our country, but in particular, bad things to me. But I've gotten used to it. It's lucky. It's lucky. A lot of people wouldn't get used to it so easily. This is a rigged deal, just as the 2020 election was rigged, and we can't let them get away with it. We can't do it. We cannot let this happen to our country. I've been going through these investigations and hoaxes and scams from the day I came down the escalator at Trump Tower, and you'd really say enough is enough. Got to get back to work. Got to prove that we have a great country again, because right now it's not great. Right now it's a laughing stock all over the world, and we sort of all had it. The people of the country have had it. Joe Biden is a corrupt and incompetent political hack, and you take a look at all of the money that he's taken from foreign countries and others, much of it through his son, Hunter, who is a corrupt drug addict and implementer for his father. Where's their special prosecutor, by the way? Where's their special? They said when I announced they had to do this. Well, he announced too. He said he wants to run. Where's their special prosecutor? And we are innocent. They are not innocent by any stretch of the imagination. They have the proof right out there for all to see. They left the exact blueprint of much of the criminal activity is done on his laptop from hell, they call it, the laptop from hell.
Yeah, so you can let me know your thoughts there. He goes on for a while, so yeah, we're seeing a lot of politically motivated stuff here. Well, it depends on your thoughts here. The Republicans say that they might, or they're going to actually look into Hunter Biden and Joe Biden over the course of the next 2 years, now that they have control of the House. So we're going to see a lot of potentially politically motivated stuff from both sides. So let me know your thoughts here on this. But Trump says he won't partake in the special counsel investigation and slams this as the worst politicization of justice. Also, remember here that Trump is suing the January 6th committee to avoid testifying in the investigation. He previously said that he would testify if the testimony was live. Now he's suing just to not have to testify. So you can let me know your thoughts here on this in the comments. Also, a crazy situation here developing as the Biden administration moves to shield the Saudi crown prince in a when a journalist was killed back in 2018 underneath former President Donald Trump's presidency. The family of this journalist, Khashoggi, is now suing Saudi Arabia and potentially the Saudi crown prince. But the Biden administration is saying that the Saudi crown prince is going to be immune or have immunity. Yeah, you can see here the Biden administration says that the Saudi crown prince, Mohammed bin Salman High Office, should shield him from a lawsuit over his role in the killing of the US based journalist, making a turnaround from Joe Biden's passionate campaign trail of the prince over the brutal slaying. The administration and Biden spoke out in support of the claim of immunity for the prince, who recently took the title of prime minister, against a lawsuit by the fiancé of the slain Washington Post columnist Jamal Khashoggi, and by the rights group of that Khashoggi founded. Now, this is a stark contrast from what Joe Biden has said before, President Biden, and what he campaigned on and said that, the Saudis and the Saudi crown prince should have to really pay for what they said. In fact, his actual quote here, or some of his quotes were, Biden said, quote, "I think it was a flat out murder," in a 2019 CNN town hall as a candidate. "And I think we should have nailed it as that. I publicly said at the time we should treat it that way, and there should be consequences relating to how we deal with that power." But now they're saying here that the prince himself wasn't involved with the murder. The Saudis have always claimed that. And, well, a lot of people giving criticism to Biden for this. Remember here that this happened in 2018 underneath former President Donald Trump's presidency. I mean, you can let me know your thoughts on this, on who should take the, I don't know, blame for this, or who should have stepped up to the plate on this. Because remember, it's 2018, and Trump was president for 2018, 2019, so 2 years there. And now Biden here 20 came in at the 2020, 2021, 2022. So both presidents really there for 2 years had time to do something, and now really nothing has been done. Nothing has been done. So now the family is taking a lawsuit, and really it's kind of like the president of another country being considered immune, which it'd be like trying to sue the president of the United States here being considered immune. You can let me know your thoughts. It'd be like someone trying to sue from another country, trying to sue the president here, like trying to sue Biden or Trump or whoever the president is here. The president here is considered immune. So, I mean, you can let me know your thoughts here, but yeah, I mean, I'll keep you up to date here. Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffrey makes a bid to become the leader for the Democrats in the House of Representatives. He could be the first leader of color for a Republican or Democratic side. He would be the minority leader, but nonetheless a first leader of color for either side here, as Nancy Pelosi is stepping down from the leadership role here when the new Congress comes in session. Remember, the current Congress is still there until January, but when the new Congress comes in, she will be stepping down from a leadership role, but she will remain in the Democratic Party as a regular rank and file member. It's a very good chance that this will be her last term for the next 2 years. Just as a guess here, I probably don't see her running again, especially considering, what happened with her husband and the fact that she's not even going to be a leader of the Democratic Party anymore. I just see it likely that she won't run again for 2 more years. Also, she's what, 80 years old. No, she's 82 years old. She's 82 years old. So in 2 more years, she'll be 84 years old after this term is over. So I just don't think I think it's unlikely she'll run again. I mean, you can let me know your thoughts, but it's just my guess, just my guess. So yeah, we'll see. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that there's a lot going on here in our country right now. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy as things are just they're just nuts. So let me know your thoughts here in the comment section. I'll keep you up to date here with everything. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click the subscribe button down below and then the bell icon so you don't miss out on new videos that come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, we're giving away cash to some of our viewers here on a daily basis with our trivia questions. If you can guess the answer to a trivia question, you could win money directly from me. And we'll be doing a trivia question here every single day, so don't miss out on any new videos. Also, thanks so much for liking and sharing these videos as well, and I'll keep you up to date here. You can click here to watch my newest video about stimulus checks. Thanks so much, guys, and I will see you in the next video.